What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. Hello, thank God it's Friday. Thank God today's Friday. We are back again live on YouTube, streaming live on YouTube. Like as I repeat myself again, oh my goodness. It's 3 what's up over here? My bad. Sorry guys. It is March the 3rd, 2023. I almost say this 3/3/2023, but then you have to make it stand out. March the 3rd, 2023. And we are streaming live. We're talking association football. I am here with Steven and Hams. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Let me introduce you guys before I do any other thing.
Thank you, Nets. How are you?
So, I'm doing all right, brothers. I'm doing very, very good. Steven, welcome again, brother. Steven can't hear me, but yes.
Oh no, I can hear you, but I was muted. I was trying to type something. Thanks for having me as always. I'm just gonna mute myself quick whilst I try and type this out for us.
All right. Go ahead. Big up to you, Taha. They are already in there. Blue Blood, the Phantom of many nations, topics and everything. Phantom, big up to you. I love you, brother. Taha, you too. I love you guys. And then Blue Blood, I hope you're doing very well. Absolutely, we're gonna be on fire today. We're gonna look at the big game coming up in the Premier League. Chelsea are on the battle wall front again. Can Potter save the last game? And when I mean save the last game, it doesn't mean tomorrow. I mean our game tomorrow is his last game. No, I'm trying to use that phrase. Big up to you, Chad, my brother. Chad, where have you been? Where have you been? Yesterday, it was hot and fire on this platform. I couldn't see you. Where have you been, Chad? I hope you're doing very, very well. It's nice to see you today, brother. Hope everything is well. Phantom of many topics. Phantom team, he says, coming from a Blue Blood. So yes, we'll be looking at the fixtures, big games coming up, and also there's a big game today. I'm very, very interested in that game. I have interest in that game. I think RB Leipzig will be playing Borussia Dortmund. I'm very, very sure another big game, German Bundesliga. Guys, if you don't have anywhere to go tonight, make sure you stay glued to your TV set and watch that game. It will be a very nice because I'm going to watch Nkunku play, and then I want to see how Dortmund will play against RB Leipzig team, because RB Leipzig they are very, very troubled team. So we're gonna look at this team, guys. Don't forget to watch that game because we have a big game against Borussia Dortmund, and then also we have an interest in Nkunku, who will be our striker next season. So we got to look at how he plays and how we can analyze his style of play in terms of analyzing game when we come on the platform to talk about other players. So guys, get into it, and also we'll be looking at some other big fixtures. Manchester City, who will be playing the Etihad, hosting Newcastle United. Arsenal also will be hosting Bournemouth at the Emirates Stadium. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. Aston Villa will be hosting Crystal Palace at the Villa Park. And also Brighton will be hosting West Ham United at the Amex Stadium. And also Chelsea, who have won just 2 games in the last 15 games and haven't scored much goals at all, will be hosting Leeds United at Stamford Bridge. And also Wolverhampton Wanderers will be hosting Spurs. We all know how Spursy and how fragile they can be on a good day. So yes, Spursy will be moving on to the Wolves Stadium, which is a Monalex Stadium, I think. Molineux Yeah, Mullinix
Molineux.
Stadium. I think that's
Molyneux.
what it is. Yeah. Then we have a Southampton also versus Leicester City, St Mary's Stadium. So yes, there's going to be some good fixtures out there on Saturday. Then on Sunday we'll be looking at the Nottingham Forest Everton. Very tricky game. Nottingham Forest playing very, very good football right now under Steve Cooper, that's his name. And also Liverpool will be hosting Manchester United. Then Monday, we see Ivan Toney, Brentford. He'll be watching the game in the prison cells. I'm sure that's where he is right now. I'm just joking. Yeah, Ivan Toney will be watching his team play against Fulham. Yes, so Manchester United against Liverpool on Sunday. Very, very mouth-watering game. We're all going to see that game live. So, yes, welcome back to the stream again. Guys, I hope everyone is doing very well today. Steven and Ryan, Steven and Hams, what do you guys have for us? I'll start from Hams. Preview, Chelsea versus Leeds United, Hams.
What's my expectations?
Yes, sir.
Oh, to be honest, I have no expectation.
Go through expectations and also, press conference. Potter's press conference reactions. Let's get into it.
My expectations is hopefully we learn from our recent performances that we haven't performed very well, but we had some positives in terms of creating chances. Hopefully, Potter, you know, keeps his cool, and hopefully the players are prepared for this game. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. It all starts from the Leeds game and the preparation for the Champions League on Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, my reaction to Potter's press conference, he was talking about his the mental struggle of the team. So he said like the team's in a difficult place. Moments is going well, but we have to keep working, stick together, and believe we can turn this around. They also questioned why are you responsible. He said the results are results. The coach is responsible, so we have to improve those. We have to look at the performance of the team, and then hopefully you get better results. It's not exact science, but it's the area as a head coach you have to take it on your shoulders. It's a huge responsibility. The results haven't been good enough, but we accept that, and we have to do better. It starts from with me. So I guess he's taking responsibility, but hopefully bringing the players together and focus for this game. That's what I believe this press conference is all about.
Yes, it's all trying to get a unity, put the players together, taking responsibility, but also he knows he has to be able to talk to the players to play for him by to his the players to understand the kind of language he's speaking on the pitch for them to be able to understand it. Steven, I know you got a lot for me today.
Yeah, I've got a fair bit in regards to the conference, so you guys will have to bear with me.
Yeah.
So the first thing, I've just lost it because I was reading something else, so I'll go to another thing instead. So Potter said they're seeing lots of positives day to day, but it hasn't transferred onto pitch in terms of results. Performances haven't been as bad as our results say, but we know the business we're in, and haven't had the results we liked. In terms of daily training, the group's coming together, how players are getting stronger. That is all positive, but it's hard to talk positively because we're in a moment where results aren't good. He was asked about support from the owners. He said there's support, and of course he's spoken to them, but he's not going to hide behind that. The results haven't been good enough for us, and that he's responsible. And that when you're the coach, if results are good, you accept criticism. If results are good, you accept criticism and noise that comes with it. His job is to stay with the team and stay focused. Try to prepare the team as well as he can and win the game tomorrow against Leeds. Hams touched on a bit about the psychology and the responsibility. There was another bit, I think it was right at the end. He was asked about, is tomorrow simply about winning by any means necessary? And this is like the last bit before we get on to the injury bit that I really wanted to touch on as well. He said the most important thing is Chelsea can win tomorrow. That is the most important thing. It's easy to say do something else and you win. Clearly, there's always a thought process there, but you can end up losing twice. There are no guarantees, and that is the beauty of football. It's certainly the beauty of the Premier League. It's the toughest league in the world and a game that is hard to control. You have to fight and understand when you're in tough moments. You have to stick together and work hard, which is what the players have been doing this week. We'll give it our best and we'll try to win. I like that he's not hiding behind everything, like he said, in terms of the support. He's not going to hide behind it. Results haven't been good enough. That's the right thing to say. Oh, actually, there was another thing. This was what I was looking at before. Does he have a message for the fans? They seem edgy. He said, it's understandable. Fans care, and however that comes out is understandable. We're hurting as well, but we also know they are. Again, it's understandable. We thank them for their support because it's been there. But when you lose 1-0 at home to the team that's bottom of the league, you expect a negative reaction. I've no complaints about that at all. I have no complaints about supporters. They've been fair with us and we haven't been good enough at the moment to be really excited about the team. That is where the work is. And that was the last thing.
It is true. I mean, whatever Potter have just said in the press conference, everything he's spot on. He's spot on. He's not deflecting anything. He's taking responsibility and he's saying the right things at the right time. What else can Potter say? PR talk, which is also necessary at this moment to calm the supporters down. Just like Bluebrad said, come on, let's stick together. You know, we made a vow not to leave one another. I know where that statement is coming from. We're married to each other, we and the Chelsea Football Club. Like I said, I am Potter out, but I still support Potter. I want to make sure I want to support Potter because he's still at my football club and I can't support someone else to succeed, but I have to support Potter to succeed.
You can't support the team if, you can't support the team in terms of, say you want Potter out, you also support the team. So it's like, as much as you want him out, you also still want the team to perform. So
absolutely,
it's one of those where I get where you're coming from. Like you're kind of torn. Essentially, you're like you're leaning more towards Potter out because since we got players back, results still aren't coming.
Absolutely,
but
within I don't want it. I don't want it within me. I would love to keep this manager to be able to be successful and keep him because we know what he can do with young kids. But then from what I'm seeing, I don't see any. I feel like I'm getting frustration sets in. It's not just reactional because you feel like, oh, okay, all these players are coming back. You expect Potter to do something different in regards to what is going on because we keep losing, and it's like every game we play, there's a different half, and then we play different half. Either the first half we play very good, and then play poorly in the second half, or the first half we play very well, and then the second half we play poorly. There's no pattern of play, and I don't see it. And all this comes with time. But there's no time at this moment. That is where the problem is. There's no time. And I know Chelsea fans want to see their team at least finishing maybe 5th or 6th at the end of the season. And it's not, we don't see that. We don't think it's likely that can happen. That is why a lot of Chelsea fans are frustrated and they want this manager out. But then if he's doing a little bit better, if he's playing averagely and it's not losing against those relegation teams like Southampton and West Ham United, I'm sure Chelsea fans will say, okay, yeah, we understand he needs time and next season we're going to start judging him from next season. That's what I said from the beginning. But from losing against West Ham United and losing against Southampton, I feel like it's about time we just bring out our guns and start shooting them out like, get him out. That's what I feel about. Yeah, I would love him to succeed because I know it hasn't been that good for English managers or young English managers getting the big jobs in Europe. So Potter getting there, I feel like we're on the right track. But it's the frustration. It's a frustration. I know you guys understand what I mean. So, anything more you want to add before we move on to players that are eligible to be in the game? We're going to look at both teams, which is West Ham United. Leeds United, and we'll look at Chelsea and see. I know Rafinha will be out. I know right now from what we're reading, it looks like we're going to end up missing Reece James from a tight hamstring, and then Mason Mount hasn't trained in 2 days, which he's not. That means that he won't take part in tomorrow's game. So Mason Mount will be out. Mendy also, he's getting ready. Azpilicueta also trained and is still going through protocols. I'm not so sure if tomorrow he'll be ready. If we don't have Reece James and Aspi is not ready to start, then it's gonna end up being
Aspi's been
Chalobah.
ruled out, so
Yeah,
that's
it's already-
definitely happened.
So we'll be left with Chalobah, who can start in that if you have to play 3 in the back. But Steven, what do you make of these injury situations at this moment?
It's frustrating, we were getting players back and then here we are again talking about injuries. It's never ending.
We thought it was done. You thought we were back.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get somewhere, and then obviously things happened in which it's all come back again, like you said.
Yeah.
Mendy's still out because he'd done his finger when he was coming back to training initially. I think he ended up having surgery on that, if memory serves correctly. And that's why he's been out for so long. And then obviously Aspi, the concussion protocols. Silva, we all saw what happened against Tottenham. Mount, Potter said he's got lower abdominal pain or something, I believe was what he said, something about lower abdominal area. Kante, obviously, he only just started training this week. He's only done his first full training session today. And obviously, Reece is out as well. Was that?
It's Pulisic in training as well, first team training.
Yeah, Pulisic has been training for quite some time now. Think about 4 days now he's been training. So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just trying to find out news about the Leeds injuries whilst we go so we can touch on them as well.
Okay, Hams. The injury situations again, they're coming back again.
For Chelsea or Leeds?
Chelsea. They're with Chelsea now, yeah.
Yeah, we just saw that Mason Mount, he's injured. Reece James is injured as well. Silva, Mendy, and who's Aspi as well. Who else is injured?
Yeah, it's all the ones in the private chat on StreamYard.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm very disappointed because we thought that players are going to come back. And we thought this probably sort of a boost for us, but unfortunately, it's happened again, and we are back to square one, where we have to play players in our position. We have to play possible a right back, probably a centre back to right back, or hopefully that's the thing. Which is annoying. We don't have Silva. We're gonna have to play Koulibaly or something. Hopefully not, but we're gonna have to play Koulibaly. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not. It is what it is, but it's football. I'm very concerned about our medical team, and I don't think they're doing a good job on.
We've only just bought new people, and didn't we bring in a hamstring specialist or something? Literally like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and we're still having problems, which is a shame. That I'll give that fault to the medical team as well, because they're also responsible look after the players, because you can't just blame the manager and stuff, but you have to blame the medical team for that sort of incident. So yeah, it's very disappointing.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to go to the comments and read. The Blue Blood is rocking the comment section over there. So yes, Phantom of Benetop stuff from Phantom of Benetop says a 4 to hit. CFC must at least a bit Fulham FC on table standing if you want me back at Stamford Bridge. And Blue Blood said it's okay. We do not want you back at Stamford Bridge. Stephen laughed and laughed over here. Very funny. My brother tell us hello. I said hello back to him, and I hope you're doing very, very well. Phantoms of Blue Blood said phantom of many topic teams. Absolutely. What's up, bro? Chat. What's up, my brother? I hope you're doing very, very well. He says, I'm good, bro. Been busy at work. I checked in, but couldn't stay yesterday. Absolutely. Yesterday we were on fire over here. We're gonna offer double for Victor and see some interesting going around that Chelsea want. Okay, this guy from a Napoli team. Yes, man.
Victor Osimhen, right?
I'm growing in love. No, not just Osimhen. 2 players from Napoli. 2 players. Chelsea.
That good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chelsea has been linked with 2 people from Napoli company. I wouldn't say Napoli team, Napoli company. 2 players from the team and then a coach. So that makes it 2 people or 3 people from the company, which is Victor Osimhen, and then this guy over here, which I can always not say his name. I was told to say it's a Vichka. Okay, I was told his name is Vichka. Vichka is the name. Chelsea has heavily been linked with Vichka, and then also he said, and then also their coach Spalletti. Chelsea, I've been linked with him a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how Chelsea are still interested, but I don't know. Okay, blue blood, maybe for if Tuchel replace Kante at Spurs. So yes, blue blood, whatever. Pulisic will go to LAFC, LA Galaxy. Coming from come on, let's stick together. I think I've read that one. Tuchel was my dude at Dortmund. Blue Blood said was it common knowledge that he was your dude? I know what Blue Blood was trying to say. I had a Dortmund jersey before I had Chelsea's jersey. Yeah. Let's rock the season till the wheels fall off. We in together. Chelsea forever. Sticking together is good. Absolutely. What else can we do but just support this football club? And they need us at this moment. I am Potter out, and I want Jose Mourinho in. I hope Leeds beat us so we can make the manager change. I will take Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, stop.
I feel sick.
No, that's trolling.
Oh, Phantom wants to puke over here. Phantom, we don't want to hear that. We draw against West Ham,
no,
and then we denied that penalty to win. Absolutely coming from Blue Blood.
Yeah, that's life, to be honest.
Virtually every Chelsea fan would not want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, you're making me.
No, thank you.
Come on. Don't even say that name yet. Chad said pelvis area. Is this a pelvis area? He has pain in that area. I think was it pelvis area or was it say this is a tight in his muscles?
Who?
Was it Chad, are you talking about Reece James? I'm not so sure who Chad is talking about, but let's say probably he will come back again. Blue Blood, are you Nicholas? I'm not so sure who is Nicholas. Hopefully Enzo and Zakaria together in midfield. Absolutely, I have that formation up there, and I hope that Chelsea can stick with that formation. Phantom, I'm not Saint Nicholas. Coming from
I think he's talking about Mount. I think he's talking about Mount.
Mason Mount. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Mason Mount. They said it was abdomen. It was abdomen problem. Abdomen.
Yes.
Stomach. So Vichka, yes, Vichka. Thank you very much, chat. He reminds me of this pronunciation again of this guy's name, Vichka. Yes, we've got that Mount. I was talking about Mount with the pain. Yeah, I was told is the abdomen, not his pelvic area.
That's what Potter said. He said it's the abdomen.
That's what Potter said. So yes, let's look at the injuries, absentees from Leeds United. Stephen, if you found anything, share with us. I know Rodrigo is the one that I know at this moment. If Hams, I'll go with Hams before I go to Stephen. Hams, what do you have?
So
anything about Leeds United you can share with us that can make Chelsea panic.
So Rodrigo, he's got an ankle injury. Dallas has got a leg injury. Adam Forshaw got injury in his groin. They're still recovering for long-term injuries. Pascal Struijk, whatever his name is.
I
Is that how you
think it's
pronounce it?
Struik. I'm not
Struijk.
entirely
He's
sure, but we'll go with that for now.
Yeah, he's got concussion. And some guy named Luis Sinatira, whatever you pronounce it.
Sinistera.
Sinistera has got a thigh injury.
And then
He's
do you say Liam Cooper?
And Max Wober, or however you pronounce it, because I'm
Wober,
pretty sure there'll be
Wober
an
missed
accent somewhere.
He's got a minor shoulder problem. He could recover in time to start centre back, so it depends on him if he can start. I think that's it, right? For Leeds.
Yes, so
They're the only ones that I found.
Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
he could be fit. He could be fit. He was out last week.
So if you're looking at all these players, which are the most key player? I think the most key player will be Rodrigo, right? Is the most key player missing in this Leeds team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Steven, anything you want to share before we move on from there?
No, that's the same stuff I've got as well.
All right, Chelsea will resume their search for their second victory of 2023 and to end their 6-game winless run with a visit from Leeds United at Stamford Bridge. That's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. A big game coming out from Chelsea. Chelsea, look, I can't believe my own Chelsea team can't win. We can't win, and we're searching for a victory, second victory. Okay. Well, predicted lineup, what I have here, I don't think the diagram with what I have over here, Reece James is doubtful. So what I have here, yesterday I put this together. But now, from what we're reading, it means you have to rule out Reece James. We have to deal with Wesley Fofana. We have to work with Badiashile. We have Ben Chilwell, Fernandez, Zakaria, Madueke, Felix, and Sterling, Ryan Sterling, Havertz. Do we still see Havertz starting this game again, Steven?
I hope not. I honestly hope not. But who knows, honestly. It's difficult to predict. I just
Very, very difficult.
hope that we can finally get a win. We're going for, I think it's, what is it? We're looking to win 6 consecutive home league games against Leeds for the first time in our history.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be interesting. Whether or not that happens, who knows? Because this team's like up and down recently, so you never know what to expect.
Well, I'm going to share this formation out there and the personnel making up this formation and see. I think the only thing here could be Felix or maybe Madueke in that formation. Let's see. Let me share this with you guys whilst we're live so we can see if this formation going to help. Before I get in there, I haven't done this, but guys, if you we got 247 watching live on this stream. If you're part of the people watching, do not hesitate. Do not forget to like the video and also send your comment in. Steven, Hams, and I will take our time and then send your comment in, your questions, send them in, and we will talk about it. We will give you the best answer because we got 3 heads over here. And always remember, 3 heads are better than 1. So we got 3 heads to put them together and give you a very, very good answer that you will be looking for. So that is where I'm coming from in this. So let's look at this Chelsea vs Leeds formation. I'm going with the back 3. Is it 3-4-2-1? 3-4-2-1. And
3-4-2-1, 3-4-3, depends how you want to read it.
Yeah, or maybe you can go we can go with a 3-2-2-2-1.
No.
Yeah. It's the same thing. You got 2 that I've sitting in front of the defense 3.
Liz, don't do a
those
bowling.
2 up front. And those 2 up front. So you can say 3-2-2-2-1.
4-4-3. 4-4-3.
Or you can say 3-4-2-1. Oh, whichever way you want to say it, depending on how you want to arrange them. But I'll say Fofana, Koulibaly, Badiashile in the back 3, Kepa in goal post. We have Enzo and Zakaria up in the pivot role. Then they have a Chilwell as a left wing back and Reece James, which he will be ruled out. So that means that we got to find someone in there. So who will
Loftus
be the
Cheek.
right person? Madueke, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Maybe Ruben can play on that right wing side. Yes, Ruben can be a good player too. Since he's been on form, he's been playing well, but then he hasn't scored goals. It doesn't mean that he's not playing well. I've seen a good Ruben Loftus-Cheek when he played with Borussia Dortmund. So I hope I see the same Ruben again if he has to play in that position. So it means that he's got Zakaria, he's got Fofana to help him into that defensive role. Then we have Jacques Felix, who I know his defensive record is not that good, but he can track back. He's good in tracking back. So if you have Madueke in that position, it means that it's going to be a liability on whoever is playing the right back role, and then the center back position, right center back position, which will be Fofana. So because Madueke doesn't like tracking back, so we have Sterling up front, and then also Modric on the left hand side with Ben Chua, and then Badiashile. So what do you guys make of this formation? This definitely can be changes.
I like it. It's one we're comfortable with. I think the back four isn't our, best form. We're not good at the back four. I'm thinking Potter might stick with the back four, but I hope he doesn't. Because we're better in the back three. It makes us more solid and it makes us, click. I like Sterling and striker because I'd rather play Sterling over Havertz. But I want to try out Detro Fofana. I think he deserves an opportunity in the team. Maybe have Sterling on either side of the flanks, or put Felix, or wherever front three you prefer. But your lineup seems good. Apart from James is not in the lineup, right? So Loftus Cheek, I think the sensible pick for if you're picking this formation is probably Loftus Cheek right wing back and Chilwell left wing back. That's what I'll go for.
All right, so you go for this one, or you go for the back.
Wherever it is, if we're playing four at the back, I'll play Chalobah right back. But if it's three at the back, then it's going to be. I hope it's Loftus Cheek right wing back.
I mean, right, and Steven, Hams, we've been playing four at the back for some time now, and it's not working. Don't you think that it's about time that Tuchel changes from four at the back and start playing three at the Potter start playing three, and then start playing three at the back?
Yeah, he should play three at the back because most of his wins were from three at the back. When he
even
first
at
came,
Brighton, he was playing three at the back as well.
Yeah, majority of the time at Brighton, he's been playing three at the back. So he should stick to his guns and stick to that formation that he's been working for him for Brighton.
Okay.
And I don't understand why he changed it. Maybe he wants to adapt to a back four, which I heard in the news. So yeah, I suggest he should go back to a back three.
All right, so I'll get into that. So big up to you, Scala United, Chad, and then Blue Blood, Kim So. Big up to you, my big brother. I hope you're doing very, very well, Kim So. Didn't see you yesterday, but I know you're doing very, very well. Kim So said 3-0 loses again to Chelsea. I'm sure that's what he means. So Blue Blood said, let's start match with some goals of the month contenders. Let's start.
I don't want goal of the month contenders. I just want goals.
With some goals of the month. It'll be happy if you can get that. It'll be happy. At least a goal of the that's the goal of the season.
No, forget goal of the season. Forget goal of the month. Let's just have a goal, please.
Let's just have a goal.
Any goal, tap in, anything, deflection, anything.
Let's start simple with just wanting goals. Forget goal of the month. Forget goal of the season. We just need goals. We haven't scored. We need goals.
I'll take any kind of goal, a cheap goal, a mistake, anything.
But I would take a 2-yard tapping. That was how bad it's got. I mean, you take that anyway, but you would also not want to be that team who's literally passing it in or trying to pass it in like what everyone used to claim Arsenal used to do.
Okay. Scala United said, don't underestimate Leeds. Do a 2-0 lead, 2-0 leading at Old Trafford, fighting for relegation. They have everything to play for. Absolutely trying to
Oh,
save
they
their season.
press like mad as well.
They leave space behind them. I'll go with Chaloba saying Madueke and Felix don't track back, and I want Kai to start from the bench. Give Fofana a start. He is really strong on the ball. That makes a lot of sense. So we'll Tuchel give Fofana a start. That would be the
Tuchel?
thing. Why do I keep saying Tuchel? Do I miss him that bad? Do I
You're
miss him
tired
that
of
bad?
it.
Oh,
It's life.
yeah. Graham Potter. See, he's not doing anything for me to keep his name in my memory. Potter is not helping the situation. Him and Bowley did not help in the situation. Come on, Potter. I want to keep your name in my memory. You got to do something for me to keep your name in my memory.
You know,
keep it in
one
this
thing we
brain.
haven't touched on, just quickly.
We will.
With Silva and Reese out, yeah?
Yeah.
Who are going to be the leaders? We haven't got leaders.
I heard the captains will be Sterling, right?
Oh,
If
boy.
Sterling starts, it'd be Sterling, but it was
Yeah.
going to be Sterling or Reese, innit?
Koulibaly. We have
Yeah.
Koulibaly. We have leaders there. We have Koulibaly.
Please, no.
No, we don't want him as
Oh,
captain.
not clown show, please.
No. Hold on, guys.
Harry Maguire on.
No, guys. If you're talking about leaders, that's not just on the pitch. We have people that are leaders off the pitch. You get what I'm saying?
I get
Right
that,
now,
but I
if
also
Koulibaly,
need someone who can perform, and he
I
doesn't.
mean, you're not agreeing with me because he's not performing very well. That is why you're saying he's not a leader. But Koulibaly is a leader. The fact that
I'm not saying he's not a leader. I just don't want him starting in the first place.
But who else you gonna put in that center back position if you're playing a back four, a back three, with Reece James out?
Depends.
It can work, right? You can do that, right? Yeah, we can. In the back four, we can. I'm sure we can.
The guy's got calls up me to have like issues with my blood pressure. I'm telling you now. I said it before.
All right.
Him and Kukurea, man, my blood pressure shoots.
Scala United said their best player is left winger. What's his name? Is this Nonto? Is it that black guy? That black dude? Very strong.
Okay.
Yeah,
Young guy,
is it the Juventus guy?
Right?
Very strong guy. Yeah, I heard him talk after his first Premier League game, and he was outstanding. He speaks very good English too. I heard him speak, and he speaks very, very good English. And I like the guy. Very strong, and you can't underestimate him at all. Just like Scala said, you can't underestimate what's your name? Leeds United. They are very, very good. They have a very, very good team. They put pressure. They press. So look at what the team we have here. They're putting pressure. James is not going to be there. We're going to have Koulibaly, who is always below. We thought Koulibaly was very fast in the in the Italian league. But now we realize that he's not that fast
in the Italian league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Italian league's slow. Like, genuinely, it's slow compared to the Prem. Most leagues are.
All right. So we're going to move on from there. It says, Felix won Chelsea's goal of the month in February by being the only goal. I
don't want to hear that.
I wish I scored that goal for Chelsea, and I have a medal because that's the only goal.
Don't give a medal for that.
Chelsea won't win any league game under Potter. I put money on that. My brother Tahab said
the funny thing is, we already have won league games under him, so it's a bit late.
Oh, the Crystal Palace game. I remember that.
But we won games early as well.
Oh yeah. The bet's already gone.
Scala said
no, Blue Blood United said.
Yeah, Blue Blood said to Scala, said, do you mean Gunto, who is opting in the chat here? Yeah, Gunto. Aubameyang captain. He was the Gabonese captain. Yeah,
the guy who isn't even going to start unless some miracle happens.
Scala United said no, Gunto. No. It's not that. I'm sure it's not the one he's talking about. There's a player. Leeds United had he's a black boy, very strong on the ball. He's good with his feet. He's coming from Juventus. Yes,
yeah, he's Italian.
Yeah, Italian player. Very, very good player. Very, very good player. No, Gunto, he is Italian. No, not the Gunto that has been giving me so much trouble on this platform. Not him. if he lost Southampton home, if he lost Southampton home, which game and what game will he win, and where are you going from here, coming from, my brother Taha. And then a big up to you, just Liba. I'll say Todd. Okay, big up to you, Todd. I hope you're doing very well. It's always nice to see you here. Chelsea got this. Chelsea got this. They will beat Leeds. Have a great day. Thank you very much, my brother. You have a wonderful day. I love your comments. I love this comment.
And the one before that,
yeah,
about the Southampton game. One,
yeah,
we gave away a silly free kick. That's on the players. The players gave away the free
yeah.
kicks. Leeds were not Leeds. Southampton were going down at every slight touch. You have to realize they're going down at every touch and not give them the opportunity. Especially, as I keep saying in the streams,
yeah.
they've got the best free kick taker in the league. You literally gifted them the goal. On top of that, you look at the second half. We had, 2 free shots cleared off the line? Well, that don't help either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
So, should we have performed better? Yes, obviously, without a doubt. But also, there's those aspects which you can't put on Potter. Like, if we're having shots that are cleared off a line, our players either have to do better or it's just unlucky. And then if our players have mental lapse and give the best free kick taker a free kick, Potter can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, that's true.
But he should have arguably set up differently and we should have performed better as a whole team. But those individual aspects have to be pointed out on top of all that.
Big up to Scala United. If you have Havertz, if you have any time, come and give us about 10-15 minutes of a few some of the preview. If you want to join us for just 15 minutes, come over. Let me know if you're free. You want to join us for some few minutes. And also Blue Blood, if you have time, if you think you can join us for 15 minutes, that'll be fun. You guys can come in and go. We can have one at a time. Let's have one at a time. I'm gonna have. I want to have chat, brother. If you're good, let me send you the link on Twitter. I want you guys to come in and talk about 10 minutes. About 5 minutes or something, and then another person also come in if you guys have any time. So Scala, let me know if you have any sense. Chelsea should win this game and Leeds get Spurs once you beat their press of McKennie and then Adams.
McKennie
Felix will be West
Adams.
McKennie.
Yeah.
Felix will be the key. So yes, absolutely. They play with a very, very high line. Scala United Blue Bloods is confident about the trip to Anfield.
You mean Blue Blood to Skylar United?
Yeah, Blue Blood said this to Scala. Is he confident about the trip to Anfield? Now, Anfield is not any place to get scared when you're going. Everybody goes there and play around Anfield. Anfield is not a fortress anymore. Hello, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing very, very well. I want to love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is Friday, and I guess you are coming back home, or maybe you're off from work. One of those. Potter infected the players with the beta syndrome.
Beta syndrome.
This word.
Beta
syndrome.
I swear every stream I see him use this word.
Probably that's his phrase. Very confident.
Yeah,
very, very confident. That's come from Scala United. I'm always confident when I see Casemiro play. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Your own player, Gary Neville said Casemiro's signing was not a good signing. Yes,
yeah, but
I don't know.
Waffles rubbish. So,
I don't know what he was really talking about. If he wasn't considering his experience, he was just talking about his age instead of experience. Casemiro. Look how Casemiro has transformed Manchester United
they paid
midfield.
Silly money for what his age and stuff is and how long he's at. They probably overpaid, but for the quality he brings, you can't doubt that.
Kim So said, no, I want you to say that, yes, I'm off work today, but always busy, brother. Thank you very much. Kim So has affected the team with his negativity coming from Blue Blood. Guys, I will drop the link in here, but I'll take one at a time, guys. I'll take one at a time. I want all of you in the chat. You come in there, let's speak for 2-3 minutes. You drop off, somebody else come in. When you come, please turn your camera on. Let's see you, please. It's very, very important. Send the camera, let me see you, and make sure I know who I'm talking to. So I'll send the link in here, guys. Let's have a say. I want to hear what you want to say in regards to tomorrow's game. Potter in or out, whatever you support, wherever you feel like it's your opinion, come over here, come and share with us. I'll send the link in here as we are here. We still have about an hour to go, but I doubt I'm going to stream for an hour. Probably I'll do an hour 30 minutes. An hour 30 minutes today, until something else happens. So yes, I'll send the link in there. I'll pin it in the comment section there. So click on it, come over. Let's have it say. There you go. The link is right there. I'll pin it. So get in there, click on it, come over. We still got 265. It was almost about 270 not too long ago. Now 265 watching live. Let us know where you're watching us from, and also put a like on the video. How many likes? Oh, we already got 144 likes. That is not bad for 45 minutes of stream. 144 likes. Good, guys. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that has voted today. Let me see. Vote. I got only 9 votes, but over, I don't know. Sometimes I don't get it, but it's all right. People vote, but they don't. They like the video, but they don't vote. But yeah, we'll move on from there. So thank you very much, Taha. I hope you do well. The link is there, guys. Over here, come and share some ideas with us. Taha said I would like to, but I'm working at this moment. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe Saturday we might come over here again. So I'll drop the link in, and then you guys can join. And then yesterday we had an great Arsenal supporter who was here on us on the platform. I love my brother. He has some vibes. I think he's in the UK. I'll try and have him on again next time when Chelsea's playing Arsenal, because that will be coming up very soon. Steven, when does Chelsea play Arsenal? Hams.
Chelsea plays Arsenal.
Yeah, when do you play Arsenal again? Not
play,
anywhere close, right?
We play April. April's 29th. April, end of April.
Okay, so that's almost about 7 weeks. 7 weeks more to go.
Long way.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't need to see this camera, but I know who he is. Blue Blood.
Hello.
Blue Blood, welcome to the stream again, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm doing all right. We're just a bit frustrated with our boss, Graham Potter.
Well, when I came on last time, I don't think either Stephen or Hams were on here, so I thought I'd join them this time.
Yeah, they were not here. So the first time hearing your voice on the platform. So Stephen Hams, this is Blue Blood. He's speaking with us.
I think I might have been on here before when I was on.
Yeah,
I'm
briefly,
not sure.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Blood.
certainly Hams wasn't on before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Blood, how do you see the game tomorrow? What are our chances of winning look like?
I'm actually optimistic, but then I was optimistic against Southampton. But but I would say that we were really unlucky to lose that game. 1 free kick, as been mentioned, and it's not there's been a number of times that there's been clearances off the line. You can go back to Fulham where Fafana went round and it was cleared off the line, and there was another one where the ball was reaching the line and someone came back, and it's happened a number of times. We seem to hit the target and beat the goalkeeper, but then don't beat the last defender. So our luck has got to change there.
I think we hit a woodwork twice against Dortmund.
Yeah, but I always count.
Yeah,
there was that, but then they cleared it offline in Dortmund as well.
Yeah, but I always think that woodwork you actually haven't hit the target fully.
Yeah, they don't class it as a shot on target.
No. But I mean, I can see arguments for 3 at the back with Ruben Loftus-Cheek if James is out, but then I can also see arguments for a back 4 if Chalobah is playing as a right back. Though he's not very good at crossing. So I would actually, if we were playing a back four, can Fofana play that role? Has he got a decent cross and play Badiashile and Koulibaly in the centre?
Even Fofana,
maybe
unless if you
Chalobah
play
in the centre.
Unless if you play a 4, you do it okay, say you've got a back 4, right? Just hypothetically, because obviously we don't know what the lineup's going to be. Say it's a back 4, you got Trevor at right back, you got Fofana, Badiashile, and Chilwell, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way I can think, Chalobah don't have a great cross, so unless you do it when in possession, it's a free and he slots into like a centre back role, and Chilwell goes forward, and then you just need to have one bit of width on the right. You don't have 2 players to do that, but then you're going to struggle with that. But it's the only option if you play a 4.
I mean, the reason I think we play a back 4 at the moment is I know Graham Potter moved over to that, but I just sort of see it that if you play 3 at a black back, and you're always going to play Chilwell and Reece James if fit, so they're either going to be wing backs or right back and left back.
Yeah,
it's the fact that you're denying one of the places for a forward player. We're so overstacked with forward-minded players that there seems to be the temptation to play as many of them as possible.
Okay. All right. So, what do you make of these injuries again, Blue Blood? We're thinking we're having all our players coming back. Then, boom, another injury. Thiago Silva is off. Then Mason Mount hasn't trained for the past 2 days. He's off with his stomach, whatever is going on in his stomach. I don't know if he has aliens in there. Then we have Reece James also who will be out. We don't have Aspi coming back. Aspi is also out. So what is happening again, Blue Blood?
Well, Azpilicueta obviously is fit, but he has to pass the concussion protocol, so he hasn't been hasn't had enough days off on that. Well, we have similar things in the rugby where players suffer concussion a lot more than football, and it's something like 10 days or something like that they have to be. They can't play contact sports, but Silva, that was unfortunate. But you have to say that for someone at 38, he has had not too many injuries. Mount is probably a blessing in disguise because it really basically forces us to rest him. I think Reece James, I'm actually hoping that when he's warning that he may not be fit for tomorrow, that he will be fit for tomorrow. I really think that Chelsea need Reece James tomorrow. Especially when Azpilicueta is not there as an option, and we're already discussing Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Chalobah or someone else. I'd rather have Reece James in there. I'm not saying it's worth risking him if his hamstring's a bit tight, but if he is fit tomorrow, I certainly think Chelsea should play him.
All right, bring a little bit of the comments here.
Then just quick, but then whilst I get what you're saying of we need him, if he's got hamstring tightness, can we afford to risk him and then not have him for Dortmund?
Maybe
That's
even
the
worse
other
on
thing.
Tuesday.
That is the argument, but I'm just hoping that it was just tightness in his hamstring and it's actually nothing serious. I mean, you can come off in a training session and say my hamstring feels a bit tight, and the next day it can be completely fine again.
But then for it to be mentioned, you have to think it's probably been at least a couple of days at this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Graham Potter called it out, but I'm just hoping that it's not that serious. That's I understand that you do not risk a player if they really have got potentially an injury, but both games are important. I want Chelsea to overturn the 1-0 deficit against Borussia Dortmund, but I also want to chalk a win in this year in the Premier League as well.
All right.
It's got to happen at some point.
We will. At some point, we will.
All right. Let me read a few. Got 2 comments here. Let me read it. Coming from Taha. Both are coming from Taha. He says, "I'll tell him that it's Southampton of God's sake, under 20 relegated manager. We were home and we couldn't score a goal and we lost that game. I just can't believe it. My brother is very frustrated. Taha, I'm sorry, very, very
Just
sorry.
one quick thing: they aren't relegated. They're in a relegation zone. They're
besides
not
Potter.
relegated.
They're not relegated.
Besides
Zone.
Potter.
So, man, yeah.
So sorry about that. He says besides Potter. So yes, we'll move on. We'll move on from there. What's the next year? Dusan Vlahovic. I know we're still talking about transfer. We're talking about the preview, but we still have some few transfer news out here we can talk about. I know Dusan Vlahovic. I've talked about him many times on this platform. Probably I will skip that conversation. Tara said Aspi beat us by his stupid foul. By his stupid foul. Chile should have followed his center back and get Kane on offside position. There's a lot going on in our defense. I don't know how best we can fix it. It looks like we were, keeping clean sheets. Then all of a sudden we start letting in goals. We started making some ridiculous decisions and conceding goals and here and there. I don't know who can come in and fix this problem. We've considered too many goals from set pieces, corner kicks, and free kicks, and too many of them this season. Tottenham Hotspur alone, 2 of them. Harry Kane, one in the first leg in Stamford Bridge, then another one at White Hart Lane. Too many times we're conceding goals in set pieces. Blue Blood, how can we fix this?
Right? Quick. If I'm not mistaken, the maths works out something like, if you look at the number of goals conceded, we've conceded the third fewest. I think it's only Arsenal who've conceded about 2 less than us, and Newcastle conceded something ridiculous like 5 less than us. But the majority of our goals are from set pieces. So if we weren't conceding from set pieces, we would have conceded something like only 10 goals all season. That's how ridiculous it is. It's that bad. It's actually atrocious.
I think the stats is even better when you take just the home games.
Yeah, the home games.
Well, because when we have lost,
very difficult.
No, it's literally been by about just a 1-0 or something. It's like the Southampton, the number of home games conceded. We conceded 2 at Tottenham, but so we have a great defensive record. 3rd in the league or so, mainly. But the problem there is not scoring. We don't concede many, but we don't score enough. But at home, our goals conceded is virtually one of the best in the league. Funny enough, it's just that we don't score goals.
Yeah, literally. I'm just looking it up now. In terms of home, we would still, funnily enough, be 10th. But it's okay. So it'd be 11 games, 5 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats, 13 scored, 8 conceded.
Okay.
So 18 points. If you look at the away table, we're 9th. We've played 13 games, so 2 more. 3 wins, actually 2 less than what we would have at home. 4 draws, so that's 1 more than what we have in terms of draws at home. And 6 defeats, so that's 3 more than what we have at home. Scored 10, conceded 17. So, yeah, we conceded literally 25, and 17 of those are away from home. Mad.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to drop off and let someone else come in if they welcome. I would do my brief bit on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Blue Blood, for joining us here. Not sure if we have any more, but today's stream is just a review, so we don't have. I don't want to get into much more of my news. Just want to dwell more, concentrate more on the review. And then sometimes when you do the review, there's not much to talk about. You get what I'm saying, Steven?
You mean preview?
Yeah, the preview. Sorry, the preview. There's not much to talk about. We have officially Andrew Santos, a new recruit. Andrew Santos has been loaned back to parent club of Vasco da Gama.
He he got called up for the senior national
team. I tweeted that
today.
Yeah. So Talk Sports has
18 years
suggested
old, by the way.
18 years old.
I think it's something like he got called up and some of Arsenal's starters didn't get called up.
Wow.
Absolutely. So we have Herbert. It looks like Herbert was listening. As soon as blue blood jump off, he jump in. Yes, absolutely. 5 to some 1 to 5 minutes, 6 minutes. That's good. So we can have people joining. If you don't want to have it overcrowded. So what comes to the stream, Mr. Herbert, aka Scala United, Manchester United, God of War. What's up? What do you have for us, say?
Yeah, I was just listening to your review about Leeds, and since we played them like back to back just around 2 weeks ago, so I was interested in this game, and as I mentioned, not to underestimate them because in both the games which we played them, you can say that they were the better team, but United have the better players, and that's why we won the game at Ellen Road because we only got a draw at Old Trafford, and they're a weird team, and on their day they can win, but then they can go and lose to teams like I think they recently lost to what is it they lose to Arsenal. That's not a big deal, but I think they lost to Southampton as well. So yeah, but they did win at Everton. But I think they won at Everton. So yeah, Leeds are a very up and down team. So, but look, you guys have so much quality. Despite the manager, I think you should just win based on that. I know it's not that simple, but come on, man, Felix and all these players you signed. Today, I got to know that you still have Malo Gusto and Nkunku to come in the summer.
Yeah.
So,
we still have Levi Colwell also from Brighton.
Yeah. So just based off on that, and especially at Stamford Bridge. Yesterday I was seeing, there was lots of toxicity after that Southampton game. I was seeing people are fighting each other, outside Stamford Bridge, blowing people's noses up. So,
oh Jesus!
I don't know, man. Chelsea. I always say that the Chelsea faithfuls are a bit different to other clubs because we have been so spoiled with under Roman. If you don't win 2 or 3 games, just like Real Madrid, the white hankies are out. So. Yeah, man, but whatever happens with Potter, tomorrow you should be winning. As simple as that.
So, you mean that with the players that Chelsea have at this moment, we still should be able to dominate and win over Leeds United without this injury? We're missing our key player, Thiago
That's
Silva.
A big miss. Yeah, that's a big miss. I can give you that. But you got Badiashile, Koulibaly, and who's who's the other centre back? If you bought Fofana, so
Badiashile.
Yeah, so look at that 11. That should be some. Even if you take out the youngster Fofana, the centre forward, and you put Aubameyang, you've got you got like 50 million left back in Chilwell. Reece James before the World Cup was arguably, top 5 players in the Premier League. So yeah, just the quality. And I mentioned in the chat also, like Felix will be very important in this game because what happened at Leeds was that we moved Vegas to 10 and we completely dominated the last 20 minutes, and that's where we won. So I expect Felix to, play that kind of role because he's very good at getting into that. The goal he scored at West Ham. That's probably that's one of the best goals I've seen because the goal was crafted so well. So yeah, man, you should be winning this game.
All right, Steven said that's time to correct it on goals conceded. Apparently, it is 15 conceded from open play, 2 conceded from own goals, 8 conceded from set pieces, 0 conceded from penalties, and 0 conceded from counter attacking. So most of our goals are all conceded.
Yeah, that's obviously only in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the formation that Hams is trying to share with us. Still a back 3, but it has different personnel in this formation. We have Zakaria, which I have the Zakaria in my formation. We have Chalobah. The back 3 is Chalobah and also Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's a different player there. Then he has Fofana playing up front as a striker. Then who is the other one? That's Sterling. Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. I had Raheem Sterling playing with experience, so I had him playing as a striking role. So probably he wants to go with the
if we were looking at the one that you put, which was Mudryk, Felix, and Sterling, right?
Yeah.
If we're looking at that, if I had to choose between people to be in the attack from those three, I'm choosing Felix over Sterling. In terms of actual striker role / false nine, I'd pick Felix over Sterling.
Okay, Felix over Sterling. Okay, thank you very much.
In terms of you would switch those two around if you're playing both of them. But then it's going to be a fluid front three anyway.
Okay. I still have some few questions for Herbert whilst he's here. But before that, before I do that, so Kante is the only one. Good news so far. That is from my brother Taha said that, and also Kim. So we'll get excited if you mention Aubameyang. Absolutely, we know how Kim so love Aubameyang. Four in one game, including 2 deflected goals. Coming from our brother. I hope you're doing very, very well, Guntu. Gone to deflected own goals. That's what he said. It's been a while, my sister Benza. It's been a while. Where have you been and how is
he
your
was talking
day?
about Tuchel when he said that. By the way,
day going? Yeah. I talk about Tuchel.
No.
What I say?
Gonzo put Tuchel conceded 9 in just 6 games. Only one clean sheet. Defense isn't an issue. 4 in 1 game, including 2 deflected own goals.
Okay. I hope you're doing very, very well, Benza. I hope you're doing. It's been a while since I see you on the platform, but then it's always nice to see you here and others. So thank you very much, and I hope your day is going very, very well. So Scala United. Where is the oil money? Where is it going? It doesn't look likely anymore that the Arab world is gonna take over your football club.
No. I mean, I don't know where you're getting that news from. There's going to be a sit-down talks next week. The Glazers are going to assess the bids. Today it was reported that Jim Ratcliffe, he is not going to increase his bid from 4 billion, and also he doesn't have like 4 billion outright. He has to take loans and all that kind of stuff. So he's pretty much, you can rule him out. I don't think he's got the money. Then the only other people who have opened the bid is the Qatar people. So, I mean, look, I expect more people to come in this week because there are more people, but again, we are not sure if it's a full sale or an investment. But since the Qatari bank, they have made the proposal of 5 billion, I expect it to be full sale. So it is on, man, pretty much on. I think there will be some clarity after this week. They have a meeting scheduled either in Manchester or London this coming week over the details.
All right. We have here. Taha said, "Why don't you play Aubameyang, who is ready, number 9, original number 9?" And also Benza said, "I'm good, and you." I was so frustrated. We are bad, my brother. Sorry. It's okay. You don't have to be sorry, but I pray and we all hope it. Let's still support the club. Let's still support the team so they can start winning. We can do. That's all we can do. We can just pray from our homes and support them by going to the stadium and then chanting at their names and singing their names to make sure they win. If they don't win, there's nothing we can do. We have to just send the coach out. We can replace the players, but then we have to let the coach out and bring a new coach in who can re-transform the team. That's where we are at this moment. But now we are supporting them for them to be able to turn everything around. Is that this is coming from Patrick says missing Patrick tonight. Yes, Patrick is here already. You just said you're missing Patrick tonight, and Patrick just popped up. So, like I said, if you mention someone's name 2-3 times, the person doesn't appear, then it means there's danger. There's something seriously happening. So, that's what it says over here. It says that Aubameyang, who has scored just 1 in 12 league games, but how many games has he played to be able to score more goals? There's games there that Chelsea have played. If Aubameyang is there, at least those miss chances that what's his name? João Felix have been missing them. Aubameyang would have put in the back of the net. Only if he's going to find himself in that position to even hit it to the crossbar. You don't even know.
You say that, but I can't remember what game it was. He literally was at the back post and he completely bottled it.
Yeah. So speaking of the devil,
that was the Orba, by the way,
Mr. Patrick. So Herbert, go ahead. Let's give us a little bit of an insight of Manchester United right now at this moment. Where is the money coming from? I read something the other day from another American business company that's going to pump money in, but they will have no say in regards to Manchester United Football Club.
Yeah, I mean, look, if any investments are going to pump in money, they obviously would want to have some say, either financially or, some administratively. So I don't think they won't have any say. The Glazers own 69% of the club. So, if anyone wants to buy the club, they have to buy the majority shares because,
Okay.
there are two types of shares. There are Class A shares and Class B shares. And Glazers own the majority of Class A shares. So that's what the people who are from Qatar. What money they are put in for. So and the other like 29% is tied into assets. So look, again, it is a very stressful topic for us United fans because we saw Avram Glazer in the Carabao Cup and it was very annoying. Only good thing was Maguire and Dea. They don't even them guys didn't even acknowledge his presence. So that was good, but. Yeah, man, I mean, it's you know, we are not talking about this topic in our community right now. I know today Simon Stone, he's basically like, how you have Matt Law in your community.
Mm-hmm.
So he told that, they are going to be having tough talks this week. So yeah, although the team is doing well right now, there is this looming presence of whether the Glazers are going to sell or they're looking for investment. And last week there was some news that the Qatar people are going to, put some case on Glazers if they not take the full sale because they have said that they want investment. So yeah, man, that's where the money is coming from. I don't expect any other club. What Chelsea went for how much? Like 2.4 billion, right?
Who?
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
2
2
billion. But because of the promise of the investment, I think that's why it
Yeah,
was so
Yeah.
little. Because
yeah.
they
I think they
had to
signed
promise
a
to
NDA
spend
like
like
a
1.5
clause like you
billion,
can't
so
take.
it was close
Yeah,
to 4 bill by
Uh,
the end.
one at a time. One at a time.
yeah. No, I know about the. I think Boli cannot take money out of Chelsea for the next 10 years. There was some agreement like that. I mean, you have to invest
Yeah,
in.
no
Like,
dividends.
No
yeah, no,
dividends.
nothing like that. So I think that will. I mean, the Qatari hedge fund, they have decided also to, wipe out the debt, which is around 460 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the thing, man. I mean, anyway, I mean, the thing is that we don't want to talk about that because we have a very exciting game coming next week on Sunday playing Liverpool. So, yeah, the sale, all these talks can wait probably the week after that because Liverpool is a very big game for us. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, when you guys get your fixture, which game you look for? I mean, Chelsea have so many rivals like Arsenal, Tottenham, and all those guys. But for us, Liverpool is like our the game of the season. So it's our El Clasico. So yeah, man, I'm more excited about that than figuring out who is going to pump money in right now.
Okay. So Ten Hag is the guy for the future, isn't he? At this moment.
Oh, 100%, man. What he has done with this United squad in the space of 7 months. It's just, I
I
mean,
want.
I mean,
I
like
want.
what Tuchel did for you, he won you a Champions League, but you guys spent a lot of money in that window, and not only like Ten Hag is taking over the one of the worst United teams points wise, he's taking over, lots of bad influences like Ronaldo. He kicked out Ronaldo, then he had the whole Greenwood situation.
Mhm.
So yeah, man, he's definitely one for the future.
And
He's for the present as well.
what about this player? Is he going to be the guy to take Manchester United to a different level? We're talking about Anthony with his antics.
And you're talking about the right winger, the Brazilian one, because we have three or four Antonis in our team.
You guys, is he the guy to take
Diak's one
United?
does a spin passes out of play, right? That's
The
the one
fidget
you're on
spinner.
Yeah,
about.
okay.
Fidget spinner.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I get it. No, I mean, I don't think he's the one right now. He's one for the future. I don't get the criticism of, him. He just, did one spin and the whole English media are after him.
Yeah, but he does pointless
No, no,
tricks all
not
the
for
time, though.
now. He's one for the future. I'll wait for him to,
And
he still needs to adapt to the Premier League.
are you okay with that price tag?
Look, I mean, if you would have bought Anthony in the beginning of the window, you would have costed like some 50 million. But because because we don't have footballing people on the board, we
Mhm.
waited till the end and had to pay 85 million. So obviously, I'm not okay with the price. I mean, that, massively impacts our FFP now because we are overpaying. And not just that, he was on 20 grand at Ajax and we gave him 200 grand.
Gee,
So again, that's another.
damn, that's a
So,
And
big
we
jump.
thought our wage structure was messed up.
yeah, it's for you guys as well. That's why, you're spreading out the wages for like 6 or 7 years like that. But, we can't find that loophole.
20,
So,
20, you mean 20 to 20,000 to 200?
yeah, exactly. Because we were desperate to get him. We not only overpaid on his transfer fee, but also on his wage. He's on 200 grand with bonuses and all that.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah.
So Enzo Fernandez and your guy, who is which of these two players is a good deal in terms of how much you paid for him and Fernandez deal, and what the way he's playing right now? I know Chelsea are not winning the whole entire team, but then the two most outstanding players of this of our transfer window has been Badiashile and Enzo Fernandez so far. What do you make of
It's a bit
Anthony?
difficult to compare those two because they play different positions. Because United have needed
No, I'm
a
not
left
comparing.
footed.
I'm not comparing position.
Yeah.
I'm comparing the performance so far at their own their club at the club teams. I mean, at the
I mean, look,
clubs.
Anthony hasn't, he hasn't been amazing. He's been okay. And so, I mean, Enzo Fernandez, I think it's a bit of a small sample size to judge him. I
Yeah.
think he's a good player. I don't think he's a six, in my opinion, not in the Premier League. If you are going to play him as a six, I think you need someone who can run. Like, you need an athlete next to him, like a Conte or, in that lineup also as a carrier. I don't think he can do that role alone. Also, he looks a bit overweight. I saw that last game. Like, he looks a bit, he needs to cut down on his weight. I've heard lots of Chelsea fans say that as well. But if you're talking about the better deal, obviously I feel the Enzo Fernandez has a higher ceiling. He's very
Yeah.
talented. Anthony is a good player. I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, look, it's not about talent; it's about the balance. And Anthony provides us a very good balance because we haven't had a, left-footed right winger in the club since I don't even know who played for us on that side. Maybe Greenwood, and he's not even a winger. So on a scale, you guys paid 120 for Enzo, so money is not really a big problem for you guys. So
Yeah.
and you're spreading the deal for 8 years, so probably you guys have got the better deal.
I still got two more questions for you. The last but one will be what do you make of Gary Neville's statement in regards to Casemiro? That is not it wasn't a good signing.
Did he say he wasn't a good signing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
Do you mean he said that at the time?
Yeah, in the
Oh,
time
at
when they
that time.
yeah.
Look, at that time, lots of people were saying many things about Casemiro because we wanted Frankie de Jong at that time, and we got Casemiro. I'll put myself also because I wasn't totally sure because 60 million was a lot of money, but then he came and he performed, and he's probably our most important player right now. And I can
Yes.
see why Real Madrid didn't want him to go because remember, we bought Madrid, we bought Real Varane from Madrid as well, and they were very happy to give Varane to us because Varane is on 300k, and they replaced him with Adam Militao and won the Champions League. They also gave us Di Maria for 65 million. So Madrid are not really a club. They, if they want to let someone go, they let him go. But Casemiro, they didn't want him to go. They had a whole farewell ceremony where he was crying, and Florentino Perez, he didn't want to go, but obviously they can't afford to pay that kind of wages to him, which we are paying. So at that time, you can probably excuse Gary Neville because lots
Mhm.
of people were saying. But I mean, if I don't see Casemiro in our 11, I'm my confidence drops a bit because that's how important he is to our team.
Thank you very much, Herbert, Scala United. One more question. Where do you rate all Manchester United, the past goalkeepers, including David De Gea, in the mix of all the Manchester United players? I mean goalkeepers, sorry, not players. Where do you rate
I mean,
David De
look,
Gea?
it's difficult to compare, man, because look, we had Schmeichel and Van der Sar, and then obviously because they are from different eras, like Schmeichel is before 2000s,
Mhm.
then probably the noughties was mostly Edwin Van der Sar, and then we had Barthez in between, from 2000 to 2002 around that time. But they are from 2011 to right now. He kept us relevant for like 3 years when we had Phil Jones and Chris Smalling. Those dark days. So he's up there, man. He's really up there. I mean, considering that like
Where would you
Edwin
rate
van der
him?
Sar had probably one of the
1
best
to
defense
5.
in the league in front of him. So
1 to 5.
yeah, he's
Van
up there, man.
Van
David
Van
De Gea, although he is going to be signing a contract with less wages right now, so his time is also coming to an end.
Van der Sar, Van der Sar, Peter Schmeichel. Then we have this Bates, I think Bates, right? From
Yeah, Fabio
Yeah,
Barthez.
Barthez.
Fabio Bates, and the others. Where would you rate him? 1 out of 5.
I'll still say he is number 3 for me because
Number 3.
Peter Schmeichel is probably our best, then Edwin van der Sar, and then you can say David De Gea because I mean, see, it's difficult because it is different eras. So I can't really say that one is over the other. Obviously, Schmeichel is our best goalkeeper, but I can't put De Gea over Van der Sar in my opinion because it. I mean, I am not from this generation. People who didn't see Van der Sar, they'll probably put De Gea. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy with what he is doing, but I don't see a future for De Gea at Ten Hag because we want to play out from the back and we need someone like Edison. So. Yeah,
All right.
he's also 31 right now. So
Thank you very much, Herbert. Stephen and Hams, do you guys have any more questions in regards to Manchester United? Throw it on
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
him
got a question.
before
No,
before he leaves.
Yeah, I got a question. What's your thoughts on Garnacho, the way he has been at United?
I mean, I think he's a good player, man. I mean, the problem with our fan base is with United is that anything which comes out of the academy, they just start to overrate him. Like, they start to put him like, give him the number 7, he's the new Ronaldo. So I don't buy into those kind of things. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's special like Greenwood because Greenwood was really special. He was so good, but then whatever happened to him. So he's a good player, man. Obviously, he's got a good, like he's very mentally, he's very good. I don't think he's as talented as what people are making out to be, but again, he's only 18. So I mean, I remember, Chelsea fans were thinking that Billy Gilmore is going to be the next Lampard or whatever. So I don't want those kind of things happening at my club. So I think he's under the good manager right now. So that's all. He's got his first Argentina call up also today. So that's good as well.
Oh yeah, he got his first call up today. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Herbert. If you want to stay
Yeah,
with
what
us,
happened to Reece James? Is he injured again? I'm not seeing him in that lineup. Is he injured?
Hamstring tightness.
He's got a hamstring injury.
Oh, God.
Well, not technically an injury, it's just tightness, really.
Oh yeah, tightness.
Yes, so that's what we have. Yeah, big up to you. Taha said how many games has your team scored through the season? Oba didn't even have his full chance yet. Coming from Taha, Oba doesn't press. Coming from Mr. Patrick, and then so Taha said that he can press.
But don't
and
even
can
look
score.
like he's trying at times. That's
It
the other
walks.
thing.
Hold on,
He
hold on,
walks.
guys. Hold on, let me finish it, please. Let me finish it, please. Okay. He can press and can score. At least he can come. He can come okay from Barcelona, coming from and also here Aubameyang doesn't even look interested when he played against City. Ziyech twice put it on the plate right in front of a goal. He didn't even move to connect. Coming from Gunto. Aubameyang was not known for any pressing at Arsenal. Tell me, gentlemen, what Chelsea should do to win a game. Miz said Chelsea won't win. Who's me? Oh, come on, man. Who is he? Who is he? I know who you're talking about, but who is he? He doesn't know the future of tomorrow.
I actually don't know
even
who he's on about.
He's talking about men's. There's one guy also another Chelsea platform who does what I'm doing here, and he's saying Chelsea wouldn't win. He's not God. For God's sake, he's not God. Come on, man. We all come over here and we predict, but no, we don't even know the starting lineup tomorrow. Although we know the players that are fit, we don't know the starting lineup. We're putting our heads together, trying to come up with a starting lineup and make it show. But he sits there and make it show. Doesn't mean he knows what is going to happen tomorrow. Who the hell is he?
Okay, so I think we're going to win then. I mean, I'm not sure if we are going to. I'm not even sure if
I mean, we
think
don't
will
know.
or not. But
Yeah.
You know what knows?
I'm
It's
just
a prediction.
saying, like, by that logic,
Yeah.
I think we're going to win, so we're going to win. Got
You
it.
know
Yeah,
God
if
win,
we,
yeah.
no one knows what we're gonna say. Means said. If means is not God. Oh, I only listen if God said it. Hey, Chess, you don't winning tomorrow. Then I'll take it. But who is means?
Wait.
Means is just
If
like me.
we
Drink
say
coffee
we're
and
going to
black.
win, positive affirmation, it might actually happen.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, don't do this.
Means. I mean,
No, you're
this
the
is.
ones. You're
See,
the one. That
I
normally
make
jinxes it.
video. I've made 2 videos. I made video earlier on. Although I'm Tuchel out, I still rule for the team
You
to
mean
win.
Potter out?
Sorry, yeah, I mean I want
That's
Potter
Too
out.
sure.
Yeah, I want Potter out of the team, but I said Chelsea will win 3-1. That's positive. That's what I
You
feel.
always want to back the
I'm not-
team, though. That's the
I'm
thing.
not
whether you
going
want
to
the
be
manager
a
gone or
leader
not.
of a fan base and still be negative to the football club like that. No. I wouldn't do that. That's not fair. These are the people that self-acclaim that they support the team. You don't support the team like that. If your leader have that many fan base, no number of people that watches you and subscribe to your platform, and you sit over there and preach negativity that the team is not going to win. If the team is not going to win, you suffers because you are the one having that problem. So you got to pray for the team to win.
I had the conversation with someone the other day. They're not they're not a YouTuber or a streamer, any of that. At least not to my knowledge, right? And I said, whether you want Potter out or not, you've got to back the team. The team comes first. You should
That's
always want us to win. Whether you want the manager out or not, you should want us to win. If we don't win, Potter goes, okay, you get what you want. It's a win-win, right? Because you want
Yeah.
Potter out. If we lose, he's almost definitely gone, unless they are definitely keeping him Dortmund, which I think will happen if we lose, just because of the quick turnaround. But if we win, your team wins. Your team has points. You've got a victory.
It's not even about the team get a point or whatever. Look, if the team doesn't win, we sit over here, we get stressed out. We have those high blood pressure. We have the high blood
I
pressure.
get that
and
with
the
certain
same
players
people.
on the ball. That happens anyway.
Also,
Yeah.
Stephen, if we get a new manager and he has to work with the players only for like 3 days for the Dortmund game.
That's
Or
why I'm
couple days.
saying. Even
Guys,
though there's
stupid.
the stuff coming out
Guys,
today,
say
that
whatever you
he'll
want to say
get
so I can get
sacked.
some. Say what you're saying so I
Okay.
can get about 1-2 minutes to finish all the
Yeah.
comments. It's getting
No
piled
worries.
up.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, as much as there's the reports saying, if he loses, he's gone. I don't think he's gone immediately. I think they have to keep him for Dortmund regardless, because you turn around so quick. You can't expect it to happen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hams and Steven. This means guys winding me up over here because we are in the same community, but we don't preach negativity like that. You know, I can say on my title the way I want to say on my title to just get people to click on it. But I know where I stand. I'm not pointing negativity to the whole entire club. No. If one person is not leading them very well, I want that person out to bring somebody else in to get the players to start playing football. If that same person can turn things around, I'm all for it. But now I'm frustrated. He's not getting things right, and I want him out. But I wouldn't stand here and say I want Chelsea to lose. No.
It just harms the team, especially going into a big game. If you ever want things to start to turn around, it has to be now. We're going into a big game in the league against Leeds. We all know what Chelsea Leeds is like. There's been history there.
Mhm.
But you've got Dortmund midweek, and you have to turn around the 1-goal deficit. So if you beat Leeds, then who knows what happens on Tuesday? Things could completely change. Let's hope anyway.
I think it will.
Thank you very much. Oba scored 19 goals for Barcelona. He got rusty in Chelsea. Coming from my brother Taha. He's not playing. I mean, I agree with what Taha is saying. He's not playing. If he's not playing, definitely he's going to get rusty. I don't care what Aubameyang did at Barcelona.
He hasn't performed for us anyway.
His body language
even
is
when he
behind
did
it.
have the chance.
Stephen, you even said this the other day. None of the players have performed. None of the players have performed.
But I mean, like, at least some of them look like they're putting in effort.
He doesn't, yeah.
I've seen the ball come up to Orba, and him not even jump to challenge for it so many times. Like, all I'm asking for is to at least look like you're putting in effort. Like, that's all I ask. It's not too much.
All right. So he said I don't care about what Aubameyang did at Barcelona. Absolutely, I agree
Me
with you.
neither.
Again, I don't care about Barcelona. Absolutely, I agree with you. You better care about a team that scored a goal, a goal a month. That's you guys are having it down there. I like that. I like that. Just keep it. Let's keep it respectful. Let's
That's
keep
funny.
it respectful. But it's fine the way you guys are going back and front. Are you even Chelsea fan? I've supported Chelsea for decades. Oh, now I know who that is. I know who that is. I know that person a long time ago, but I just don't want to say it. Stop. I know it's you. I know. Don't. I know it's you. Gunter Butsu. I know it's you. Stop. So I just don't want to say anything.
I mean, you say you don't want to say anything, and then you say it. So it's a bit.
Try not to speak.
Stop. When you hear stop talking, that's why sometimes I just say, Gunter Butsu come over and give me too much trouble. I know who Stav is, and I know who Gunter Butsu is. So yeah, Stav, I know who you are. Okay, so don't think I don't. I've supported Chelsea for decades. I don't need you. You're educating. I don't need you educating me. Chelsea. Current form is circumstance behind it. Okay, circumstances are behind it. Barcelona can win 20 over 0 over this Chelsea
Oh, come
team.
on.
20 over 0 over this Chelsea team now.
Cool.
We don't
Let's see it.
have
Let's see
the
it.
standard
Please.
to be. No, come on.
Only in FIFA, man. That's not possible.
This can happen in
That's
FIFA. Even FIFA
really
won't even
not
happen.
possible in FIFA.
Even
Let's be
FIFA
real.
is not.
Play amateur beginning.
Possible. I saw Chelsea
What did you say,
relegated,
Hans?
not winning from October
Amateur.
onwards. Come on, that's Gunto. Yeah. Now, okay. Then why are you comparing? All right. Where is Barcelona got knocked out of the Europa League, and Chelsea still in the Champions League currently. Okay, that's the question. Answer that question, Taha. They're coming at you, Blue Blood, and then Mr. Gunto are coming at you. Scala said I'm off 1:30 a.m. here. Absolutely, get some sleep, my brother. Get some sleep. Barca still in the UCL. No, they're not even UCL for them to be even Europa. No one will even take them in the Conference League either. So as Lewis, George.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
I know where this is going.
all of them. Yeah,
They're all similar.
Luis Benavita, George, Yanni, and CD. They are all Chelsea.
No,
bloggers.
not Lewis.
They don't predict us to win. Yes,
you're thinking Louis. You're not thinking Lewis. You're thinking
Louis.
Louis Benavita. Louis.
No,
Benavita.
Louis, not Lewis. Louis, you're thinking Louis. Lewis is that carefree Lewis guy.
The Chelsea
that does the
fan.
match day vlogs.
So who's the LEWIS one? Who's one? Who's that
Yeah,
one?
Lewis.
He's that one? Okay.
Yeah,
Somali or something, isn't he? Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
he's
wrong,
he's Somalian.
something
He's
like
Somalian.
that, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You get it right. He's Somalian. Yeah, he's Somalian. So yeah, that's what I always say. They are one of the people that are creating so much negativity in the fan base. You get what I'm saying? If you want to preach negativity, you got to direct it very well so the fans understand what is going on. Support the team. If you don't want to support the manager, that is fine. Understandable. But do not go and be saying we got to fight petition, we got to go and campaign and all those kind of
I heard there's gonna be a protest tomorrow, 12 a.m. or something.
Yeah, somebody was mocking it. Someone went, "Watch there be double the turnout of the last one." Because
I thought there was no protest.
Do you remember the last one? Only one person showed.
No one turned up.
And they're like, "Oh, where were you?"
Yeah, no one is gonna be there. It's not. It's someone
Didn't
was
they
saying
want
it's
people
garbage.
there from like 12 o'clock or something? Like,
Yeah.
No one's gonna come at that time.
People aren't getting there for 12 for a protest.
They're coming for the game. What a waste.
Yeah, Taha, my brother, support the club. Do not listen to those people. They don't make sense. They don't even make sense. Do not support those people. Okay, support the club. Support the club. You know, the manager is not doing. To be honest with you, the manager is not doing the best to help himself. We understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But
then again, the players aren't helping either. So.
And the players are also not helping. It is both ways. The players are not.
You don't win both ways.
Pretty much everyone's to blame. Let's put it like that.
You can blame Todd.
Yeah, blame everyone.
We can blame Toboli for bringing in Potter. You can blame him for doing that. You can blame Potter for not doing his work, not winning games like he's supposed to. We don't expect to be 100% win till now. We don't expect that. But you can blame the players for not doing the job that the coach have taught them to do, understanding what he's doing. So there's so many ways the players can also tell you they don't understand the style that this coach want them to do. Nothing is clicking. It's not working. But then the club is still there. If these people are preaching a lose for the team tomorrow, I would say if I was a Jamaican, I would say fire burn them. Fire burn them. You know what I'm saying? Fire burn them all. Because this is not okay. It's not acceptable. Because I want Potter out, but I'm never preaching for the team to lose tomorrow because I get heart problems. I'm not happy. When the team wins, I'm happy. That's why I support the players. And I said, Todd need to give them what they want because a player's lifestyle is just 9 years to 10 years. Someone will say 9 years. I'm saying 10 years, the max.
That's why there's the pre-game meet before Dortmund. It's not a protest against Potter. It's nothing to do with ownership. It's to meet the team bus.
Yeah.
And try and build that atmosphere and show the players we're there, we're supporting them, we're with them. Let's get up for this game and go out and win. That's what we should be doing. Mm-hmm. I get that people don't want Potter, but like I said before, if he loses, yeah, he's probably gone. If he wins, our team wins. So, end of the day, if you want Potter out, it's a win-win because your team wins or the manager's gone.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm taking the team over the manager every day. So
we need to win, of course.
He said, I don't care about Eunice and the others. They are all plastic glory hunters. Only been around since Abramovich. They know nothing about the club. You know, Blue Blood, we are still lucky. No Munich, no Real Madrid in the 16th. Absolutely. Coming from Taha, my brother. Thank you very much, Taha. Sometimes you have to try and understand. Do not listen to those fans over there. They just run around like just headless chickens. They don't know what they're saying. Taha, did you miss the point that Boli made? It's not about this year. Top 4 and trophy are not a requirement for this season. Absolutely, it is in there, and these people all know. They know it, but it's just that the frustration that is coming. By losing is what is making them feel that way. But you don't have to be preaching negativity if you really love the club. Tara said, "My God, we do that every year. What's happening now? Things have to change, my brother. Roman Abramovich will support that, but now it's a different era, my brother. Taha, it's a different era, different people, and they don't want to support that because I'll make this. I think it is there, but today I'm not ready for it. Next time I'll bring down the money we've spent on coaches, the money that we've given out to coaches. I'll bring it to you and see how much that money can buy. How much players we can buy with that money. I'll bring that to you and tell me, is it okay to be sacking coaches all the time if we can give them time? That money that we spend on coaches by sacking them, if you put that money together, it can buy even Cristiano Ronaldo. You know how much that money is? It can buy a Cristiano Ronaldo maybe 4 or 5 years ago. A world-class player. And just sacking managers. Put all that money together. Yeah. And Abramovich was doing that. He doesn't really care because he's just looking for instant justice. And when you do that, it puts so much pressure on the current coaches that are coming in because they know if they don't perform, their heads will be on the chopping board. They will be fired. So what they do is they put out names of certain players that can give the club instant justice. So the coaches that comes in save their job. They stay there for at least a year or a year and a half, 18 months, and then they are gone again. That is the model. Is that where you want to see our club going? Don't you want to hear positivity instead of always hearing negativity, my brother? It says, Gunter said, Steven, then why include Potter in their publicity? It's directed at Potter.
No, okay. The Tuesday one isn't. The Tuesday one has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, Stop. Welcome to the stream.
The one,
I'll
the one
introduce
that
you in a
it
bit.
is,
Give me a second.
the one that it is that the one regarding tomorrow relates to Potter and people protesting regarding that. But Tuesday is literally just to welcome the team to the stadium and try and get behind them, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah, Taha said I'm 22 years old, fans, and I enjoy always Chelsea pundit that made me looking everywhere and compare different opinion. That's good. That's good, my brother. That is good. Look, we might not have that numbers that some of these people have, but I used to listen to them just like you too. That is why I created this platform, so you guys can have a different opinion on what we say on this platform, because they have the numbers and they push agendas. They have an agenda. Me, on this platform, I don't have anyone to push me to push an agenda. No, I say it as we read it in the news media. You get what I mean? I wouldn't be so reactionary. No. So this platform is very unique and it's neutral. Everybody comes in and have a different opinion. We don't penalize people for having the different opinion. That is why we create this platform. So I'm glad you watch different platform and you always come up with different opinion. That is very good, and I like that, my brother. I like that. Welcome to the stream, staff. What do you have for us today?
Yeah. Listen, I don't care about Tuesday, right? The fact is, there's a protest against Potter tomorrow, and that's out of order, right? It's not the correct way to go. Absolutely. You're not being a proper supporter, right? I'm quite sure that Minerals and Eunice and all these people.
Oh, it'd
right?
be all them behind it, 100%.
Yeah, they're the ones who are pushing it on Twitter and things like that, right? Look, you only have to look at them. Most of them are in their mid to late 20s, right? So they've only been around since Abramovich came in. They know nothing about the history of the club, right? Nothing about it. And all they're doing, and I call them plastic glory hunters, and that's what they are, because they've been spoilt and they expect the success every single season. Well, Roman did it his way, and we haven't won the league for 5 years, right? Even though he was doing it his way. Okay? Now, myself and Trevor, right, and Blue Blood, right? We've all been going for decades. So I prefer you didn't out me out, right? Because I go on other platforms. So now you've just basically outed me, and I have to go and do another profile, right? If you wanted to out me, just send me a personal message. That's
my bad.
That's out of order. Okay. Right, that's out of order. I'll get that out the way. Right, okay. I don't care. Listen, right. Todd Bowley made it quite clear, right, that there was no issue with the top four or winning the trophy this season, right? Because we're building for a long-term future, long-term success, not trophy here, trophy there, league title once every 5-6 years or whatever, right? We're building for concerted thing, right? Concerted success. If you can't cope with not winning something for a year or two, go and support somebody else, because this is what the program is now, right? And another thing that is really riling me up is the abuse that Potter has to put up with, right? Even with Uni, you Potter out, but you don't want him to lose because you want to put the team first and stuff like that. Sorry, that's negativity all the same, right? Last night made comments and you demeaned them, right? And I'll explain what I mean, right? We're without Azpilicueta. We're going to be without Silva, right? Mason Mount is doubtful and probably not going to play. No, he's not playing, right? He's got problems with his stomach or something, right? And then you've got other players are not ready yet. Okay, so he's still got 7 or 8 injuries. No matter how you look at it, And don't dismiss even one of those injuries, not even Azpilicueta, because now, right, we don't have a single right back. So you can't dismiss any of the injuries. And I said it last night, and I'll repeat it.
But I know, but if even though we have all these injuries coming back, do you think all these players are going to play in the starting 11, and even coming out from the bench?
No,
These players are going to come in.
They're not. No, they're not. I never said they were good. You're always interrupting me, right? Don't interrupt me when I'm in full.
You always say we don't regard the injuries. And I'm trying to say that even the injuries, if they are there, all of them will not even play.
Listen, we had the injuries, and we still had injuries during games recently. We lost Sterling again. We lost Silva now. We lost Azpilicueta, right? We lost Reece James couldn't play, right? And now he's not going to play tomorrow, right? Again. So this is still aggravating certain issues, right? If he's got a tight hamstring, that's aggravating something, and that's why I didn't want to play him the other week. I criticised Potter the other week for making 6 changes against Southampton. But that's before I knew that the medical department had advised him not to play them, right? And people are making these comments and totally ignoring, right, the medical department's advice. They've totally ignored the injuries. Now, I'm not going to say you're ignoring injuries altogether, but there's other platforms, right, who are behaving like the injuries never, ever happened, right? So, like I said last night, the season stopped for the World Cup first week in November, and it didn't start till the last week in November. Not for us anyway, right? Because it was just Carabao Cup games that were earlier, right? So for 6 weeks, he had 4 players to work with, and Broja. And then Broja goes and gets injured, right, in a friendly, right? And now he's lost his striker, right? And I would have put more money on him scoring than I would have put on Aubameyang, right? Aubameyang is a waste of space. He doesn't work hard enough. He doesn't even look interested, right? And whether you like it or not, he's played 18 games, right, and scored 3 times. 1 goal every 6 games. Could you imagine if that was Drogba? People wouldn't be saying, oh, play Drogba, play Drogba. If he was averaging 1 goal every 6 games, right? So let's get that straight. So now there's too many players, right, for him to work with, right, in training. How are you going to work for the game with 32 players there, right? How? Right? And that's down to Bowley. So...
I'm not gonna cut you off whilst we're talking. Let me put this out there. If you're interested in the Dortmund and RB Leipzig game, Dortmund are leading 2-0 in the first half. 1 minute to go in halftime. So Dortmund 2, RB Leipzig 0. Thank you very much, staff. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. So you can't dismiss all this. Look, like I said last night, Trevor said it, and I'm sure my mate. Okay, I forgot his name now. I'm not going to out him like you outed me, right? Yeah, right. Blue blood, right? Well, we all know the situation. This is why we accept where we are. Jose Mourinho, right, was in 16th place when he got fired, right? And we finished 10th that season. Hiddink came in and we finished 10th, right? So you have to take it into account that we're now in a different sphere, right? We're not working in the same system that we were working under Roman. These are new owners with different ideas and different plans, right? I understand why they made them signings in January. They're for the future, right? And they're going to come in and replace the players who are going to be going out when we start selling, right? So I understood why he made those signings, but he's made it difficult for Potter because he's got too many people to bloody train, right, and coach. And I said it, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. 2 or 3 of them players should be going to the under-23 team and playing together as a unit. And I'm talking about Mudryk, Madueke, right, and Fofana.
Stop. What do you make of this comment coming from Blue Blood? Do you know the stream running and doing that? Attacking Potter?
It's probably the what do you call it?
CP? Is it CP? Don't say the name.
No. Blue stand. The blue stand.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
pathetic. He's pathetic. The guy who owns that platform, right, claims he's been going since 1967.
And
right?
he's not. Yeah, I look at him, and he's not. He's not a young guy too. He should know better.
Well, he's older than me. Right?
Yeah, I
He's
saw
retired.
him with these. Yeah, with the muffler on his neck, standing there in front of Chelsea. You could tell he's way older than lots of us that are doing this. And then he's not.
He's an idiot. Listen, he's had an agenda since day one. Since day one with Potter.
What's his agenda? What's his agenda?
I was on that channel, right before I came on yours. I was a panelist on there. His agenda was he didn't like Tuchel getting sacked, right? And he never wanted Potter from day one. Something myself and Trevor said last night, and something Blue Blood's going to agree with.
Yeah,
right?
that's agenda. That's an agenda. One. Because if you don't know the outcome or the productivity of this new manager, and you're already pushing an agenda before the manager even came, that should tell you that it's really negativity from him, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I was judging. I want Potter out based on recent results. You go, I was never Potter out.
Nee.
Yeah.
Like I said last night.
Yeah.
Right, we drew at Nottingham Forest, and everybody was arguing. Oh, that's not good enough. We're Chelsea. We're this, we're that.
Right.
Man City only drew there last week. Liverpool lost there. Tottenham got knocked out of the Carabao Cup there. Right? Last season, that Forest team, right, with obviously they had quite a few additions, knocked Arsenal out of the cup last season.
Yeah.
Right? So let's not start getting like the results obviously are not good enough because we all like to win, right? And I get frustrated when we lose a game, right? And then an hour later, I'm okay with it. I just move on because I understand the situation. I understand what's going on. We are not going to get relegated because there are far more than 3 teams worse than us, right? There are far more teams worse than us. We know there's quality out there, and all it's going to take is 1 or 2 goals to go in, and the confidence comes flooding back, right? We're creating on average 13 attempts in the last 6 games. So we're creating the chances, we're missing them, and that's the issue. And I said before on here, right, that I've watched some training sessions, and he's working with them where they have to finish first with 1 foot, then the other, and then the head. And I saw it again yesterday, right? He's still doing that. Now, if those players, right, can't finish it, that's not down to him. His job, right, is to set up a system where we create chances, and we are creating chances because 13 chances on average, right, is a lot. A lot of teams don't even create that many. They might create 5 or 6 a game, right? So we're creating the chances. So he's doing his job. It's as simple as that. But at the moment, there's people playing up top, right, in the forward line who have lost their confidence because they're not putting the ball away, right? And that's why. And today, I've seen a report where Koulibaly is complimenting Potter, right? The other day, there was Reece James. So this nonsense that player, sorry if you don't like me using that word, it is nonsense to say he's lost the changing room, right? Because players are publicly coming out and defending him. Right? Listen, this is the process that Bowley set in motion, right? And if Potter gets sacked, then it's unfair because that's the process. Hey?
If he gets sacked, it's on the owner, right?
Yeah, because he's the one who set the process up. If he'd have said to him from day one, right, there's your players, go out and I want you to win, right? Yeah, then that's a different situation. But he told him, I want you to build for the future. And that's what he was trying to do. And then he got the injuries, right? And we couldn't build for the future or even the present because there was too many players, right, unavailable to him to be coaching November to December, right? And then they come back. We beat Bournemouth and we got the job for us. And everybody's going, no, but we only beat Bournemouth. Well, there's some teams who haven't even managed to beat Bournemouth.
Okay. All right, Stav, thank you very much. Stav, let me read some few comments. My brother here. I got a question for my brother Taha. I know he has a different opinion, and I respect that fully. Taha, I got a question for you in regards to this comment that is coming here. It says, not attack, but fact. Potter is not Chelsea coach. Let me read your whole comment, and I'm going to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question and give me the response, please. We got only 6 minutes to end the stream, unfortunately. Our number is it number S? What does it mean? Hashtag S and performance are pathetic. This board is wrong and just don't know to change things around. What base fan are going to do? Okay.
What fan base is gonna do?
Fan base, but it says a base fan, so it's like the way he frame it, but it's okay, it's understandable. Taha, my brother, let me ask you one question.
Let's answer the question.
The question is, who is a Chelsea coach? Just tell me. Who is really tagged as a Chelsea coach? What are the qualities? And you tell me the qualities, and I can give you an example that there have been coaches that have been at Chelsea that don't have merit. They don't even have those qualities, but they went on to win glories.
Yeah.
It's all about patience.
Di Matteo you're talking about, right?
Di Matteo is one of them.
Vialli
was one of them. He won as a player and then won as a coach.
Gullit.
Ruud Gullit, one of them. So
they weren't even coaches.
So tell me who a Chelsea coach is. I want you to tell me who a Chelsea coach is, and I can give you those examples. You haven't even said it, but I'm giving you those examples. So we have to relax. Look, let me tell you, this is how big managers become big coaches, or world-class or elite coaches in the future. We've seen Carlo Ancelotti. We've seen Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho did it even with a smaller team, not that small, but one of the bigger team in Porto. He did it with them in the Champions League. But Zinedine Zidane, don't ever say Zidane can change the lifestyle or can change what is happening at Chelsea Football Club. He won't be able to do it.
He's not a tactician. He's not a coach.
He's not a tactician. Zidane had it so easily. Even you could even say that Luis Enrique will even run away from Chelsea job because he cannot do it. Those managers you see manage a crop of players that are built to a certain standard that were already there over average that can take a team to a different level. And they went over just like Pep Guardiola. Ask yourself, as good as Pep Guardiola has been for himself, why hasn't he been able to win a Champions League after leaving Barcelona? He had all those big name players, big team from Germany. He couldn't even win it. How many seasons did he stay at Bayern Munich? He couldn't still win the Champions League until even with all the big name signings that he did at Manchester City, he still hasn't won it. If he's so good as a manager, he's won domestic trophies over and over, but he cannot get it over the line. Di Matteo have done it. Who is not an elite coach?
You see, Di Matteo, right, is a prime example, right? He was only an assistant.
So that's what I'm saying. If we frame it, who is a Chelsea coach, that CV sometimes doesn't work at Chelsea. We have the world class, world best, whatever, an elite coach as Luis Scolari. Luis Filippo Scolari is one of the most worst managers Chelsea has ever brought on this platform. They're one of the most worst managers. A World Cup winner.
Avram Grant,
who hasn't even win, and Avram Grant, all of them hasn't even win anything. He did it at Chelsea.
Listen, Nate, right? Yeah. Ancelotti, right? You mentioned him. Jose, right? What's the guy at Juventus? I forgot his name now. What's the guy at Juventus, Hams?
Allegri,
right? And a lot more, right, did nothing until they went to a big club, right? When they were at smaller clubs, they did nothing. Nobody turned around. Even Tuchel, right? did nothing at Mainz. Right? Nobody turned around and said, "Oh, Tuchel's not a Dortmund coach." Right? He came in, he hadn't won anything. And let's take Ten Hag, who we've mentioned. You know full well that I know Ten Hag very well, right?
Mhm.
And on that other platform that Blue Blood just mentioned, I clearly stated on that platform, right, that we would not finish top 6 because that wasn't the programme that Bowley set out, right? And I said that Man United would be top 4 and they would win a trophy because of Ten
Oh yeah,
Hag.
we also forgot one with Arteta for Arsenal.
Yeah, right.
There you
3 years it took Arteta to get where he is. Right, they were bottom last season, the first month of the season. They were bottom, right, after 3 games. So everyone has to start somewhere. But the program that Bowley has set out, right? I'll forget the injuries, right? But let's just look at the program he set out. The program isn't to win anything this year, and he didn't set out in his baseball club to win anything, right, at the beginning. That's not what they're on about. What they're about. They're about setting up a long-term dynasty, right? That's what they want. They want it to be a dynasty, long-term, continuous success, winning league titles, Champions Leagues, like Real Madrid, like Barcelona, right?
Mhm.
Like Man United under Ferguson, right? Like Liverpool in the 70s and 80s, right? That's what they want. And his remit is to build. And they've brought these young guys in. Like Trevor said last night, some of them have been there, 20 days? Some of them 30 days. You are not going to get them because they're inexperienced guys, right, who've come in from weaker leagues, right, who need time to settle in. And that's something else that's been thrown at Potter, right? And that's down to Bowley and Clearlake and all the other consortium members, right? And that people just need to take a step back. And this is you as well, Nee, right? This is you as well, right? And don't always look at the result, right? And you can criticise the performances if you want, but if we're creating an average 13 chances a game, we're doing something right. We haven't conceded that many goals. If you take Tottenham away from it, right, we've been solid, right? We've been solid. Take Tottenham away. Southampton, you can't legislate, right? I mean, I don't know who told Kovacic to lie down behind the goal because Ward-Prowse always goes over and down.
How many of the balls even goes down when they kick it? Sometimes I don't get it.
Yeah.
He never. The minute you put a man on the floor, they're not going to kick it. They're going to go over, right? So if Kovacic was going to do something sensible, should have went and stood on the post and kept it covered on that side, right? That's what he should have done, yeah. And these sort of things. And the one mistake that Potter's making, right, and so did Tuchel, is we were playing zonal marking on set pieces. You have a line, right, across the back, right, where nobody's marking anybody.
Stop.
And then you've got 2 or 3.
Can you sum up?
You've got 2 or 3.
Stop. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you sum up a little bit
we
can have Hams and stop. I mean, Stephen can jump in a little bit.
Yeah, okay. They get it. Right? I'm pretty sure Hams gets where I'm coming from. Right?
Yeah,
if you've only got 3 players marking people, right, and then the rest are zonal marking, and then the ones who are zonal marking staying in their space. But if they drift to the edge of their space, right, that allows players to come in, right?
Yeah.
Like Kane did last week. Got to stop the zonal marking. Just pick people up, right? And make sure that you go in height for height and things like that, right? And you have your strikers, right? Like Drogba used to. He's the one who stands in a space and tries to head the ball and clear it, right? So stop the zonal marking, which is why we're conceding goals, right, from set pieces. But that was the same issue with Tuchel, right? He switched to zonal marking. And Lampard did it for 18 months, and that's nearly killed Kepa, because of the zonal marking. Wasn't the keeper's fault. They were getting left exposed all the time. Wasn't just Kepa, it was Caballero as well, right? And then that Anthony Barnett, whatever his name is, he came to the club just before the West Brom game. He convinced him to stop it. And he did. Zonal marking is absolute garbage. Nobody, defenders, right, like playing zonal marking. None of them do. If you listen to Ferdinand, listen to all the other ones, right, well-known centre-halves, they all hate zonal marking. Right, go on then. Hams and Stephen.
Yeah, Hams and Stephen, you guys. My question to you, if you just saw the miss from Nkunku. He had it
in the game. I haven't got
we neither of us are watching the game, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm watching it over here whilst we're still talking.
He's also not a striker.
Yep, he's not a striker.
And he's also on a yellow card from like the 15th minute in this game. I know that much.
Oh my goodness! What? I'm gonna ask you. I know you guys have to jump in and talk, but it's just like I have to go back to Stav again. Why are the scouters not buying? Besides what we have here, I know we have Armando Broja, who's a number 9. We have the Fofana, who is not ready yet. But if we have to go in and buy an out-and-out striker, why are we bringing in Nkunku, who is not an out-and-out striker? He plays just like Ryan Sterling plays. He does the same thing just like Joao Felix does. Why are
because a lot of clubs. We're looking because a lot of clubs have moved away from strikers, haven't they? A lot of clubs don't use strikers. Right, have you seen the report? Right. Let's not discuss the person in question. Right. But have you seen the report? Right. That Potter wants to Lukaku back. He wants him as his target man.
But he's not a target man.
Yeah, but he is. Like if you see some of the goals, right, in the Club World Cup, he scored headers, right, from inside the 6-yard box. Do you understand what I'm saying by target man? Yeah. I'm talking about a striker who the 3 behind him,
who always play with his back facing the defenders.
I prefer him facing to the center or something.
Go ahead, Hams.
I prefer him running behind. I prefer him running behind and go back to front to goal.
Yeah, but because the thing is, Dan, right? If you're going to play 3 up top, right, like we are, right? We play 4-2-3-1 most of the time, right? Okay. Since he adapted the system, so you've got 3 attackers behind the striker and the false 9, and those 3 there are there to pick up balls fed to them by the striker or set up the striker, right? And that's why that system. Right, and a lot of teams don't play with a striker. Now, Haaland's not used to that because he played against high-line defences, and that's why they've got to try and find ways of feeding him. But once he gets used to it, right, and settles in, he'll score even more goals, right? But Nkunku's there to create. He's there to score 10, 12, maybe 15 goals a season, right? Same with the other all 3. And then the striker's there to get 25 to 30.
Okay, thank you very much. I have some few comments I have to read and have to read them. So, this is what we have here. Blue Blood said that the Blue Stunt subject for tonight is called Crunch Time. That is funny. Taha said by HS numbers, the West record is still Potter. But remember, Chelsea didn't win everything, but our culture, dignity, strength made us Chelsea. I still don't have anybody for Chelsea coach.
He's talking. He's talking. He's talking like a glory hunter, right? Who can't accept the process. No, he is, because he's not accepting. He's not accepting the process and what ball he's set up.
Are you listening?
Oh,
listening?
God.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Just get on with it.
All right, thank you. The team was doing just fine, and now we are going for years of time to be top 4 and another decade to win.
We didn't expect top 4 in the first place.
A trophy and a generation to win the league. My brother Taha, if you read the main reason why Toboli brought Potter in, you will understand it and you wouldn't be angry. Go back and read how, why, how, and when, and why, and expectation. All these things. How, why, all these things. And the reason why they brought Potter in. And if you're able to read it, you will understand the project and why Potter is in. Man United experience can tell a lot about how time is precious. Ten Hag is the best manager now. He was there for 4 months. You cannot let's not compare Ten Hag. Ten Hag has a preseason. Remember, before Ten Hag came to Manchester United, he was putting down names and players that he wanted at the football club before he even came. Before, I remember when there were rumors, because this is what we do over here. We dig out for news. So before Ten Hag had the news that he would be coming to Manchester United, he put down names of players. I think the Barcelona player was one of them, Dijon or whatever his name is.
De
Jong, yeah, he was one of them, and he wants other players. Anthony was also one of them. He wanted Manchester United to sign that player badly because he know how that player performs.
It's
now
he wanted to turn
And it's
them
not
into
just him.
Ajax by getting all Ajax and former Ajax players that he
Nay,
yeah.
it's not just him. It's not just the Ajax ones, right? The defender he's brought in from Feyenoord, right? So he's brought players from Holland, that he knows. That
Anthony,
he knows. He was at Old Trafford before he even took the job, and they were having meetings before he started the job, right? But the guy was at Utrecht, right, and various other Dutch clubs, and didn't win anything until he went to Ajax, and that gave him the grounding, right? But at Ajax, right, they already have ready-made players mixed in with young players, yeah, right. So I can't remember the guy's name from Feyenoord, and he's brought
the left back.
Malacia.
Malacia, yeah. Right, yeah, that's the one. Feyenoord.
Yeah.
He's brought someone in from PSV as well, right? So he's brought players in, not just Ajax players, right? That he knew from the league he was coaching in, right? Potter doesn't have that, right? He inherited a team, right, with Tuchel's signings, right, and had to just get on with it. And now he's had 8 players thrown at him, which were probably selected by the new recruitment team.
Yeah,
He may have had a say in it, right? But they were probably selected by Bowley and the recruitment team, the guy who's come from Leipzig and people like that, Vival, right? They're the ones who probably targeted him, right? And he's got to work with them. He's been told, there they are. These are the players we want. Get them playing. But he's not going to get them playing 20 to 30 days after they arrive. The project is nothing to do with winning anything this season, right? That was made clear by Bowley from the very beginning. And that's why Tuchel didn't want to work with him, because he wanted instant success, right, to build his own CV up. And I'll guarantee you, if he'd have come in and won something at Chelsea this season, he would have been off to Barcelona, right, or Real Madrid, or someone like that. People like Tuchel have no real loyalty. Everyone sees what he said in his press conferences. I'm not doubting that he likes the club or he loves the club or whatever. But people like him, Lampard's the same. It's about their career, right? It's about their career. People keep slagging Josie off, saying, oh, it was always about him. No, because he came into Chelsea and he instilled that family ethic where it was us against the world, right? And he loved his players and his players loved him. But this is a totally different project now. We've moved on from all that and we're building. We're not going to get relegated. There are far too many poor teams in this division at this moment in time, right? We're not going to pick up a trophy. Even if we get past Dortmund, it's just going to get tougher and tougher, right? But next season, he can have whatever players he wants in his Champions League squad as well, right? This time he was forced to only be able to pick 3 of them, right? Next season, he'll have Badiashile. He'll have Corwell back. Remember, he's the guy who took Corwell to Brighton, right? So he's going to use him, and he must know something about him, right? The guy needs time to get used to it. And what he doesn't need is demos, death threats, all this nonsense, booing the team off the pitch. How is booing the team off the pitch going to work? Like, I'll just, one last thing and I'm finished, right? As a long-term Chelsea fan, we always used to mock Liverpool, Arsenal and Man United fans.
All right, guys, we got just 5 minutes to wrap up. Let's
when they booed the team off the pitch, we used to mock them and say, look at that, where's the loyalty, right? Our fan base has shifted from the older, right, people who understood what the club was about, right, and to a new fan base which has only known glory and success. And if Rabba, or whatever his name is, can't accept the fact that we weren't set up to win anything this year, right, we were set up to build for the future, right, then he's at the wrong club, because we're not going to win anything this year. We may, if fortunate, and avoid one of the big ones, right, in the next round, we may go a bit further in the Champions League.
All right. Let's jump in there. Everyone wants to lead now. Yeah. Steven, what do you have for us before we wrap it up? I got your message, Steven.
Yeah, no, I've got to hop off and check these plans because I'm meant to be going with my mate tomorrow. So
prediction.
I don't know, man. It's too difficult at this point because you never know what you're going to get. We could get a Dortmund performance, like I said before the Tottenham game. You could get a Southampton performance. There's no in between.
Understandable. Hams.
When I'm done,
all right.
See if I can contact you on Discord later.
Okay, I'll take care of myself. I'll enjoy the rest of the evening. Hams.
This is difficult. In my opinion, you could easily end the draw, but I'm going to have faith in my boys. We're going to win 1-0. We're going to win tomorrow.
Stav.
2-1.
2-1. Well, I predicted on my other video that I sent out, and I'm going to go the same way. I see Chelsea coming up with a big win, no matter what the pressure, no matter what. I see Chelsea coming up with a very big win. I'm going for a 3-1 Chelsea. 3-1. First time ever is going to happen. I hope. Oh, come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Potter.
Over the line.
What do you mean first? What do you mean first time it's going to happen?
Number of goals, 3 goals in a long time. That's what I mean.
Oh, scoring more than one a game.
Yeah, more than one. Yeah, that's what I mean.
But it's not the first time, is it? Because we beat Wolverhampton 3-0, and look how they're going now.
Yeah. Blue Blood said, I swear, I would swear that Rabba is Phantom, but just does not mention Fulham. I don't think so. Yeah, Taha, my brother said that I live in America and I know how rich people here think very, very stubborn. Anyone thinks all this crap is going to work. Someone still trusts Potter as a game changer for Chelsea. Let's hope and see, Taha. Let's hope and see. Blue Blood. And then he says Chelsea 3. Taha said Chelsea 3. Leeds United 0. Oh, maybe, yeah, because of our anger. Oh, come on. Taha, I love you, brother. I hope you enjoy this. I'll see you tomorrow, my brother. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know if you're on Twitter. Taha, if you're on Twitter, follow me on Blue Clouds Media. You'll find me right there. I'm right there. You can see a couple of pictures of me and Miss James. You see me over there. Send me a message. And then I'm trying to create a group on Twitter where we can link up. We can also share ideas. I have Hams. I'm going to put him in there, and then other guys. So yes, sir. If you're on Twitter, follow me, Blue Clouds Media, and once you see it, you know it's me. So enjoy the rest of your evening. It's just 3:49 p.m. here in Michigan. Probably you got the same time as me. So thank you very much for being here on the platform with us. Staff, thank you very much for joining us, and also having to say Hams, you too. Thank you very much. You guys have a good night. See you guys again tomorrow right after the game. I'll try and make a stream for reaction Tara said, my pleasure. My pleasure to you too. Thank you for coming on, my brother. I love you. I love you. So yes, I'll try and create the stream right after the game. We will jump on and then have a reaction, positive reaction. Even if we lose, we will be positive. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Staff and Hams, you guys have a wonderful night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.